This is the STG 220. Very different from the underside, but a little nod of ST 200G, but a third slot. Oh.
That's confused you again.
Well, and only because when I had it in my hand and I was looking at it, it looked quite similar in that the cosmetics are the same. You've still got the carbon crown there. You've still got that kind of the nicely shaped C in the thick black, which then obviously then drops into your carbon. However, how it sits at address is very different. That almost sits, in my eyes, it looks like it sits a little bit more open. Well, that looks nice. That's on standard. Let's see.
3 weight slots, not 2?
3 slides. So I think from forgiveness of driver and what we do out here with players with hot melt is we are seeing a little bit more weight brought back, which that's just going to allow, we can get both those weights now into that back port there and get the MOI right at the back, get that as high as possible, make it super forgiving. So not only have you got the option there to get things, or to bring the weight forward, to bring that closer to the face, but now you've also got that option to bring in that super forgiving, real high MOI, almost like an idiot-proof driver, which would be quite nice. See, now that's on low, so I put that down a couple, and now that sits even further open. That looks great. I love that.
So the G's have really become like the low spin bomber, hasn't it? In the last couple of generations, it's
Yeah.
really become very niche, hasn't it?
However, this almost looks like it's got the best of both worlds. Again, without having any form of testing, without any knowledge been put upon us, yeah, we just have this as a visual, and that just screams out more option, because now you've got the option to make it as low a spinning as you want, but then get these chaps right at the back here. And then what you can do with having, by bringing things, or bringing the weight further back, you know, that can allow you to reduce the loft, it can allow you to get something that's going to increase ball speed, but because you've got the mass, you've got weight further back, then that gives you that element of forgiveness. So we might see that you can probably just tweak the lofts a little bit on this, and you can get, you know, that you can dial them in a little bit easier with loft and shaft, because you've got the ability to move the weight throughout the head like so. So again, just from an early thought, thinking out loud, all that's going to give us is more tricks in our arsenal there to tinker and increase ball speed. My thought, I think, with the ST200 as a whole, was the G and the ST200, was that they were very similar. You know, they weren't that you couldn't put them down next to each other and go, okay, well that's the G. Whereas now you've got the Z, the X, and the G, and they all look visually very different. But again, rewound to the 200G, it was a strange one, because it was great for the right person, and that was very difficult to predict. You know, sometimes you give it to guys and they'd just rocket it and they'd hit it great. Others didn't see too much of a benefit. So the option to have adjustable weights was there, but it perhaps wasn't as what's the word? As effective as this looks like it would be when you've got heel and toe, but also that really important back part.